So, we're here. We're here. And he's backstage. So let's do this.
Hello.
So, oh my god, this is a long time coming. Okay,
Deep breath.
so
You got this.
yes. 10 years ago, when I first began Caloric Clear 9 Productions, um, the first guy to have ever joined and helped me out with my videos, if I can, yes, there we go, was this guy right here. This
Hey,
is Nick, everybody. This is his, and this is a very special moment because this is Nick's first time on the channel in 7 years.
has it been that long?
The last time Nick appeared, it was when we did the now abandoned season 2 behind the scenes of NWRT. That was our last appearance, man. It's been that long.
It's been that long, and so much has changed.
Come here!
No flash photography.
Come
Oh,
here!
I got some apple juice, by the way.
For me?
In here.
Yay!
You do realize I got this as a drink for me, right?
Oh!
Thank you guys so much for watching. And, as we always say at Calipio and I, stay.
They go, my friends.
Peace out.
So, I just want to tell everybody, where Nick has been, where we're at right now, and all that. So basically, what happened was, as you all know, Nick and I, the only project that me and Nick kind of like the only like series on the channel that me and Nick ever worked on together was NWRT. And around September of 2014 was when we shot the finale to season 1, which was Into the Storm. And I remember, my mom at the time told me that, we were moving to a new house, and I knew that if I wanted to get this finale done, we would have to do it like right away. I told Nick and I said, dude, I'm moving. We have to do this now, or it's now or never. So he came to my house. We shot most of the finale within a day, and I edited the video, and it was released in 2015. And that was sort of the last time we've really collaborated on something together. And then after that, after we shot the finale, I moved to Worcester, which I'm not there anymore. I'm now back in my hometown. And then what happened afterwards, after the finale was released, and kind of going into what happened to the channel, was after I released the finale, which I had on my computer for a long time, and released it ironically on this dude's birthday. I was going to do season 2, and I had more videos planned. But then in March, the main computer that I had suddenly died, and everything I had on the computer was gone. And I will also let you all know this is there was an original version of NWRT season 2 episode 1, which did end up on YouTube, but I had to fully remake it. But I had about 95% of it done. All I had was the final scene. And then bam, the computer died, and I couldn't do it. And all the original footage I had for the episode was gone. And then after that, for 2 years, basically disappeared. Then I resurfaced, only to do like videos for some other friends of mine. I kind of resurfaced in 2016, thanks to my pal Jason, and I ended up joining his play along gang. But it wasn't until late 2016 that our family finally got a computer, and I was finally able to go back to YouTube again. And since early 2017, I've been back full time. And where was Nick in all this? Well, Nick was and still is, still
Yeah.
around.
Ever since we guess you could say part ways, I basically tried to keep the YouTube flame alive by trying to do my own thing, and quite a lot has happened. Not a lot of it is good, but I just bounced around like a pinball trying to figure out where we would be and what I was going to do. And finally, things are looking like they're back on track. But a little bit in between the time that after the finale, we did meet up a couple of other times, but now I'm basically running my own show and just trying to make the most of having my own channel and working with as many people as I can, although I don't have many options. I've lost a lot of access to friends lately after a few months, and I'm just trying to do what I can to make new ones to try and fill in the void.
Speaking of friends, to everyone knowing, the last time me and Nick actually were like in person work together was in February when he came to my house and I told him, I said, hey, I'm reviving the show and I'm doing this little behind the scenes side series to shoot, and I was wondering, do you want to make an episode like where we talk about the origins of the show? And he goes, yeah, let's do it. So um we came together, did that, and Nick even helped. I actually didn't mention it in the video, but Nick actually did help edit that video. By the way, um, but then after that, we stopped seeing each other, and there is a story about that with friendship. So without going into too much details, because I don't want to bore you, and also I don't want to you know, I don't like really looking back. I just like looking, forward. But there was a period where Nick and I did had a fallout, and for about 2 years we didn't speak to each other. But then flash forward around April of 2019, I was nostalgic that day, was looking back on some old videos, and I made a tweet and I shouted out Nick, and Nick ended up responding. And next thing you know, we're in a video call together. And basically, I was like, "Hey, if there's and this was at a time when both of us, we had major differences. But during the call, I was like, listen, if there's any differences we need to hash out, let's do it right now, you know." And we did. We basically hashed it out, and our conversation was very good. And basically, since 2019, he and I have reconnected. We're friends again, and I think the friendship we have now is a lot better than it was back then. Not
It's
saying
only
that
grown stronger since.
yeah, because not saying our friendship ever, was like to the point,
Rocky, but
yeah,
it's definitely much tighter knit now.
yeah, it was definitely rocky during a period, but I can honestly say, ever since we reconnected, um, I think especially since, now that we're older, Nick and I appreciate each other a lot more now, and I think, we are at a point where, not only we enjoy being around each other, talking to each other and all that, but something that's been going on is basically all the tension, that we had was gone, and now we have a renewed love for each other, and it's amazing. And I really am happy that we're now at a point where our friendship is tighter than it's ever been, and you know, and now we can basically talk without having the occasional tension in there. But no, everything's all good, and I'm really glad that we're at a point now where we're friends again. And that's what we've been mostly been focusing on over the last couple of years. There was not any talk about maybe possibly doing something together again. Mostly it was focused on, I want to focus on our friendship because I feel, you know, that that's more important than just doing a video together. I think our friendship is much more important, and us, I felt like we needed to reconnect a lot, and I feel now we're at a point where we pretty much, we pretty much reconnected. So flash forward about a couple years ago, um, I brought up the conversation, and Nick and I have actually we brought it up to each other every now and then. We were like, wouldn't it be cool if we reunited for something? Like, what if
we gotta get the band back together.
yeah, what if we got the band? What if we got the band back together? But what you guys may not realize is, obviously lots of things have changed, especially how we're doing this. Nick's still in his hometown. I've since moved back to my hometown. I'm not in Webster anymore. I don't like that town at all for reasons that I won't go into. But a reunion for the last couple of years has been talked about, and it's
To
just
be
been hard.
frank,
And
to be
it,
frank, you're not missing much here. It's only gotten worse since you left.
yeah,
I still love it though, but yeah,
but ever since then, and since Nick's been talking about, he's been doing a lot of channels and trying to do lots of stuff, but now he has a YouTube channel called Neltel Vision, which I will put in the description down below, so you guys can go check that out. And basically, Nick is now doing retro gaming videos and all that. So if you're interested in that type of content, definitely go check it out. So a couple months ago, Nick and I started talking, and I've always brought it up, but I was never serious about it because lots of other stuff got in the way. This year is the 10-year anniversary of the YouTube channel, and I want to do something really special for the fans and do
this
something,
is our year.
This is our year, and not just our year. This year is a very important year for Caloric Nine Productions. This is the 10-year anniversary, a decade since Nick and I have been doing this, and we're both 25 now. We've been doing this since 15 years old. Can you believe that? We've been on YouTube. We've done stuff together, but Caloric Nine Productions started in 2014, and we've been doing this ever since we were both 15 years old.
It's
And
funny,
lots,
I had been doing YouTube ever since 2009.
and I've been since 2011.
So we both have our story history in the YouTubes, and honestly, I've always wanted to come back and work in Calico 9. It's a part of me. I can't just let it go. It's always stayed with me. And
which leads into the big announcement that a lot of you have been waiting for. What is this video about? Well, it is finally time to reveal that Nicholas Tobolski is
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Nick is back. We have reunited. No bullshit. It is official. We are reuniting. We have some things that we're gonna work on together. It may be a little different because of the circumstances we have right now.
Location issues and other things.
Right. But I told Nick, and I'm gonna promise you all this. We're gonna make this work.
We're gonna make this happen.
We're gonna make this work. This has been something I've wanted for a while, something Nick wanted for a while, and we're doing it. I'm not gonna go into detail on what we're working on, but let's just say some of the things that me and Nick are currently working on right now involve maybe a little bit of nostalgia, maybe some things that you guys may know, and maybe a couple of new things. A couple of new things, but
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's right. That's the best part about it is that you guys don't know what's gonna be said, and I'm really excited. This is so surreal. His first time here in almost 7 years, and now we're finally doing it, a full reunion.
It's been so long. But I'm so glad to be back. So glad to talk to you again.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Nick and I have reconnected and that we're chatting again, and that everything about this, and what's different about this than 10 years ago is 10 years ago we entered not knowing what we're doing, and we were just two idiotic 15-year-olds just want to have fun.
Dumb little videos for the sake of making dumb little videos.
And
the channel, even without me, the channel Calico 9, it's grown so much since then. I'm personally really proud of what this man has done. Why is my camera mirrored? I have to look over here to look at you, away from my phone. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm so proud of what you've done to make this channel so huge. I respect it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And together, we're going to make it even better.
you look at my videos, especially my play along videos, you'll see in the credits, I always give a shout out to you because you are the guy who helped me get to where I
I'm the
am
guy.
today. Yeah, he's
I'm
the
the
OG.
guy.
He's the OG, guys. He is the OG member. But seriously, I don't think I've ever said it to you publicly, and I will even say it in front of the audience. Thank you, man. Thank you for being a part of this journey and helping me get my start. And even though your role was you only were there for like maybe like a couple of years, but the role you played is so big because your role helped evolve into the channel where it is today. And I'm really proud of your involvement, and I'm really excited that we're finally reuniting for this. So thank you.
I just want to say that it's been a real honor, and the pleasure is mine. I'm so happy to have worked on this channel. It's probably like the biggest highlight of my life so far, and I'm so excited to be doing it again in a big way.
So how is Nick gonna be involved, considering that I have a lot of people? Well, Nick's gonna do pretty much a little bit of everything, you know, except
They'll
for
appear in
editing.
the Saturday Hangouts,
Yeah,
possibly. I
yeah,
would love to.
except maybe like Miles is my main editor. Hi, Miles. But who
I
knows? Maybe Nick might jump in the editing chair once in a while. But something that Nick's especially going to be doing is we're going to be writing a lot of new stuff.
new content.
Yes, and this time it's going to be a little bit of everything. I'm going to write again. This dude's going to write again. We're going to have some of his material on the channel, and maybe times where we'll both collaborate and write something together.
Two heads are better than one, as they say.
Yeah, and yeah, so basically expect Nick to be involved, you know, in a pretty unique way, you know. And again,
Really
I know,
good working digitally together, but we're gonna make
yes.
it happen.
Yeah, that's the other thing, just lots of, not to go into detail, but lots of
For the
things have
time
happened.
being and for the foreseeable future, we're pretty much only gonna be working in digital format only.
Yeah. Got,
But we're gonna make it work, and who knows? There might be
and
a point at some point in
and
time.
please, and to everyone knowing like why are we working digitally rather than together, I'm not going to go into detail on why, but just know it's not because we don't want to see each other. It's
Boy,
just certain,
if we had the chance, we would come together in a heartbeat, and we would
and
work
it could
together.
happen. It could
It could
happen.
very well happen. We just don't know when.
But and also I think the other reason too is we just started getting back together. I want to try and do some new things in new ways. But who knows, guys? Right now, we may be working digitally, like he said, for the foreseeable future. But maybe there could be some times where he might show up, make an appearance every once in a while. It's going to be really exciting. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited for this reunion with me and Nick. I'm
I am
so happy to
excited
have you
as
back,
well.
brother.
It's great to be back.
If I can honestly say if we were doing it IRL right now, I would love to give you a hug. But
Well, save that hug for when we get back together IRL, and multiply that hug times 10.
yeah.
It's gonna be
So
great. It's gonna be great. I can feel it.
yeah. So say I think to end this all off, is there anything like you want to say to the fans, like anything you want to
To all the people
give out
who
to the audience?
to all the people who have been wanting this, well, thank you for sticking around with Kyle Clear 9. Thank you for supporting Ryan and his wonderful work. And all I can do is hope that I can meet your expectations.
And make sure you give love to Nick, guys, because this man played a huge role, in the story of this channel. And I can promise you all that it's permanent. We're back together. It may take some time, but we are working on stuff. We are working on stuff together.
I'm officially part of Cal Clear 9 once again, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, and once again, guys, I'm gonna be putting Nick's social media in a description. You can follow his YouTube channel, Naruto Vision, along with his Twitter account as well. Well, basically it's called X now, but we're still gonna call it Twitter anyways.
I don't care what anyone says. It's Twitter to me, baby.
This is why I love this guy, guys. But yeah, follow his social media in the description, and other than that, anything you want to say? Any last things you want to say?
It's been great talking to you guys, and until next time, whenever that is, I bid you farewell.
All right. The reunion's here, guys. It's happening. Stay tuned for more projects involving this guy coming soon. And I promise you, when we're done, whatever that will be, you will hear it first. All right, guys. From me, Ryan Boyd, and
from
my
me,
pal
Nick
and
Tobolsky.
we'll see you very, very soon.
Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year.